Hello, welcome to the channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. Video on the Dennerle nano cube. I did a short last week before and some algae issues. I said update you on the tank and do a full tank video, and so this is it. Welcome and stay tuned. Yeah, so this is the Dennerle nano cube tank, 30 centimeter tank, 30 litre I believe. Like I say, the last shot we did, we had a big algae outbreak of what I thought was maybe cladoforia or some sort of, anyway, some horrible green algae anyway. We did a few things, did a very big maintenance session. You can see that in the short, I believe. We used some APT fix and moved a lot of old plants, made a lot more space. I've changed the outflow and inflow direction. I believe that was probably causing it with the CO2 and that sort of stuff. As you can see, yes, it's still there, but a lot of it is dying off. This particular part here was absolutely covered and it's now almost nearly gone. So yeah, we are making progress. Might need a few more treatments, the APT fix, a bit more water changes, hopefully we'll get this tank balanced. Scape itself, going well, doing quite nice. Again, some more algae issues in the corner here. I'll deal with that at the weekend when it's time for do the maintenance. But yeah, plant health seems to be really good. We've got a lot of growth now, glossostigma. The cube is coming on quite nicely, or there's a bit of algae in there as well. Replaced some of the plants with some HR, which is just coming up to grow at the back now. Just starting off from the last video. It's been about a week, maybe a bit more. That's now really taken off. We got rid of a lot of this plants in the corner here. There was too much mess, and I think no flow was getting around the tank. It was causing massive issues, so we got rid of all that. Again, a little bit of algae on the Dennerle. I've got some, I think that's floating water or something in there. I don't remember putting that in there, but it's there, so we'll leave that for now. So what's going on with the tank? Obviously, doing the maintenance, I've figured out a few things, a few errors. Obviously, you know, we do make mistakes, and you can see in that reflection there's a bit of algae next to that rock on the glass. I actually really struggled to get there with even with the blade to get it off. So yeah, I've made a mistake there. It's the rock's too close to the glass. I'm going to try and find some really flat sponge or something like that to remove that. If anyone's got any ideas of what I could use to get down that when the rock's so close to the glass, let me know. Equipment wise, it is a Chihirios WRGB. Really powerful light, really lovely light, you know, Bluetooth options, app available, and yeah, it's growing plants really well. Have it set to about 60 to 70%, I believe. I can check that actually in a minute and put it on the screen, but maybe it's too much for this tank. That could be an issue too. We are again playing with the light and see what we can get. Obviously you can't change everything too much at once or you'll never know what it was. So I might reduce lighting if it continues to get the algae. Maybe that's a lighting problem. I am dosing fertilizers. I am running CO2. I'm running CO2, and if you just about see that at the back, that's running CO2 using the Aqua Rio Neo Flow, I think it's called. Basically it has a little diffuser inside the outflow. I think you can get to see that, maybe just about see it. It's a bit, again, there's algae on that as well to clean that, but it's the Aqua Rio Neo CO2 flow. So your CO2 comes directly through your outflow into your water rather than you diffuse it in your tank. I quite like these. They do need cleaning a lot, which is a bit of a downside, and other than that, yeah, they're okay. Yeah, they're okay. Obviously a bit easier than glass. You can break glass so easy. These don't, well, should be very hard to break. I've not broke one yet anyway. I've got 3 sets of these. Inflow then is here. Again, needs a bit of a clean. Like I say, algae issues in the tank are quite high. There are obviously many reasons for this, you know. Stocking level, I don't think so. It's very lightly stocked. A couple of nano fish, which are the, if you just about see them on camera, yeah, little celestial pale danios. I had 4 of them in a 60p in another room, so I moved them to over here. And there's quite a few shrimp in here, but of course, when you're trying to get them on camera, they're not there. I've got a couple of, I think 3 or 4 of these pygmy koi as well. They're in there as well. Shrimp, I've got some blue rillies, and they're never out on camera, are they? don't know if you can see them on camera, but I definitely can't see them. They're somewhere in the back anyway. They usually hide around the plants. We'll see if we can go up top and see if we can actually see. I don't see any. I promise they are there somewhere. Oh well, I don't know, they'll come out when it's feeding time. Filtration wise, just in the corner there is an Awazi Filter Smart Thermo. I think it's the 100. It's the only filter I could get with a heater of that size that I could find anyway. I wanted the heater built in. But yeah, I managed to find some of these shrimp. I think that's the blue really there. Some black shrimp. So just in case you didn't believe me, there are shrimp in there. So what else to say about this tank, lads? I don't really know. That's equipment covered, I believe. Filtration. We've covered the lighting. Covered the algae issues. So I will update future videos to see how the algae situation went on and if I've made the adjustments correctly and we've solved the problem. So I'll give a quick tour of the tank. There we go. And the reflections, which I think on these tanks are pretty amazing. Let's see that. There we go. Yeah, it's a Dennerle, lovely tank. Absolutely love this tank, really do. Really impressed with the tank. The glass is fantastic, the clarity. Oh yeah, I suppose the scape itself was dragonstone. Bit of a concept. It's my first nano tank, so yeah, I've obviously made mistakes on the composition, but it's quite nice. I quite like it. I've got this little sand path which was great until the algae took over that, and I've got this little kind of cave which the fish love to go in and out, which I love that. Obviously next time I probably won't do this big impact stone here. It's a bit too much. Maybe that's causing a lot of problems. I don't know. Like I say, first nanoscape. I'm fairly happy with it. Plants are doing really well, which is the main thing. They're coming really nice. Any questions, any comments? Of course, drop me in the comments. I'd be greatly to answer any questions. If you're thinking of buying one of these tanks or want more information on the light or the filtration, give me a shout. Next video will be tank next to it, which is the dual Rio 180. I'm going to do a video on this, an update video. I've done a video in the past when I first got it, 2021. I'm doing a big update on this tank now and what I'm doing, so check back for that. Other than that, bye bye from me, see you later.